And the demons that were eating the food?
Okay, so these are other demons. So these other demons, they come from the Yoruba. Okay, they come from Africa. These other demons, they come from Africa. And that's when the slave trade came in, they merged with the Catholic saints. So they, because the Africans could not worship as they could in Africa, they had to change to Catholic. So they took the Catholic saints. So now, you know, it, let's say Santa Bárbara was Shango, and La Caridad de Cobre was Ochun. Jeremiah is the Virgen de Regla. So that's how they did that. So they disguised those saints. So this is another thing that she went in. So this is the Santeria part. And the Santeria part is basically being born again into this Santeria. Okay, it's not just a practice. What they do is they will put a really big bead on you, a white bead, okay? And that means that you are to do saint, to become initiated, okay? So once they do that, you could take, some people months, a year, but you knew you had to do it. So once you were ready, they will come in and they take you to the river, and you had to be baptized in the river. Now, this is a whole ceremony. It's a 7-day ceremony. So you be baptized in the river, just like a Christian is baptized. You're baptized in the river. You come back to wherever that place is going to be that they're going to do the ritual. You have your madrina and padrino, your godmother and your godfather. There's going to put the saint, and then they're going to do this killing, this sacrifice, and then there is a ritual that's done. I don't want to call it a ritual, but it's like they sit you down, and then there's a person that is in charge. Okay, it's not a babalao, it's an oriate, and he's in charge of the whole ritual. So he comes in and he sits down, and in a notebook they'll write down this. There has to be a lady there. Now, only people that are santeros are allowed in the room. Only people that are santeros are allowed in the room. For this certain reading, they kind of keep it private. If you're married, your husband could be there, your wife, but they kind of keep this private. So they write down everything. That every deity will be coming down to talk to you, and they'll tell you what what they expect of you. They'll tell you what you could do and what you cannot do. So all this is written down in a notebook, and you will receive a new name. They'll give you a name. And so you go in, you get your hair shaved. You have to be bald, like a newborn baby, because you're getting born into this religion. You've been baptized, you shave like a baby, and you have a new name. Sound familiar? It's a born again, it's the devil's copycat of being born again. So it's a whole ritual. For a whole year, you have to dress in white, a whole year. So someone has changed your identity. Now you have a new identity, and you have a new name. So that's your name. And so therefore someone has that notebook. My mom used to keep people's notebook, and after a year and 7 in a week, you come back and you can make a copy of your notebook. Or some people, I heard some people now are giving the original to whoever it is that they do that. But it's very important because people don't understand that that notebook holds secrets. It holds your name. It holds everything that you do throughout your life in this religion. So now you have someone is holding you accountable for this. So it's very important that people know that, hey, you know, I did this, but there's someone else that has a notebook with my information, down. So it's being born again. You can't wear black and you wear white because of the evil spirit. You can't shake hands. For those 7 days, people come and see you. You have an attire. You have to eat on the floor. You have to sleep in the floor. You have your mother and your father, and then these saints are put in your head. So the ritual is that they come and place them in your mind, so they're taking possession of your mind. So
Wow, I mean, it's a huge. It's to me, it's like, I mean, you're a slave. I mean, like you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and a cult, all the stuff, and people. I mean, we need to be free. You need to be, Jesus is bring the good news of salvation. To bring us,
Yeah.
bring us salvation.
Yeah.
From the nation and sin and all the stuff from the enemy.